Hey there guys, it's Kim George here from Your Chic Geek, and with this video I wanted to do something just a little bit different. But in this video today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about some tips and some steps that you can take to start a journal or a notebook business. I decided to do this because I've started to see an uptick in different requests that I'm getting from folks that are interested in getting started with this type of business, but they really don't know where to start, what to do, and all that kinds of stuff. So I figured I will put together like a laundry list or just a checklist of things that you can do to start this type of business. So for those of you that are new to the channel, please be sure to hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff so that you don't miss anything coming from me. And let's go ahead though and dive off into this list. So first things first. Starting any kind of business, the number one thing that you want to do first is going to be to choose a target market. I know you guys have heard, and I say this all the time because it is true, if you're trying to target everybody, you're targeting no one. So even with something as simple as a journal or something as simple as a notebook, you still want to have a specific person in mind that you want to create these products for. So some examples can be maybe some journals for kids, or some journals for teen girls, or notebooks for teen girls and boys, or notebooks for and journals for Christian women. Just really you want to drill things down into an ideal person that you want to be able to create your products for. Okay, so coming in at tip number 2 is going to be to brand your business. Now, I used to think in the olden days when I first got started with learning about online business or just business in general, that branding was just a logo. But branding is way more. It's much, much more than just a logo. It really encompasses a myriad of things. And some of those things can include, kind of the vibe that you're going for with your brand. So when I say the vibe that you're going for, are you going to have a playful kind of vibe to your journals and notebooks, or are you going to have a more professional kind of vibe to your journals and notebooks? So those are some things that you want to consider as well when you're kind of creating your brand and your product line. All right, so next is going to be deciding on a brand's name. Your name is going to be really important because it's going to be something that everybody, once you start, getting your journals and getting things out there, that people are really going to be identifying, that they're going to use to identify your products, right, that you're selling. So what I would recommend is if you have no idea on how you want to name your brand, Shopify has a brand name generator, I think it's called, that you can use for your line of journals and notebooks. So that's just a tip. So number 3 is going to be definitely designing a logo, because you do want to use that as an identifier. And what I would recommend is once you design your logo for your brand, that you can put that logo on the back of all of your journals and things like that, so that people know who it's coming from. Next in the list is going to be choosing some brand fonts and colors. Now, what I would say with this is it does look better when it's kind of a uniform brand or a uniform product line. So I'm going to give you guys an example. I know you guys are probably familiar with Jade Summer, but they have a large coloring book brand on Amazon KDP. They have a large following. They have a large community of people that really love and support their brand. So whenever I am on Amazon looking for different coloring books or looking for different ideas for coloring books or whatever it is that I'm creating, right? When I come across a Jade Summer coloring book, for example, I know it's them because of how they do their designs. Like all of their branding looks pretty much the same, so I can easily identify them when I'm looking on Amazon versus all of the other brands. And then last but not least, I have here to incorporate these things into your brand's design. Okay, so coming in at number 3 is going to be choosing a software program to design your product line with. There's all kinds of programs that are out there, guys, to do the design for your products. I use Canva Pro because it's the easiest. I know Canva like the back of my hand. Now, if you're going to be doing a journal or a notebook line, you are going to need covers, and you also are going to need interiors. So some of the design programs that I have used that have helped me with design are definitely going to be number 1, Canva Pro. Number 2 is going to be Affinity Designer. Affinity Designer is another great program. And then one other bonus program that I do want to mention, it's actually 2, for interior designs, aside from Canva and Affinity Designer, is going to be Tangent Templates, which you can get for a one-time payment of $59, and then BookBolt, which is a recurring fee. All right, so coming in at number 4 is going to be choosing a platform to get graphics, fonts, and other unique elements that you can add to your design. So the place that I like to go to, which is my go-to resource, is going to be Creative Fabrica. Creative Fabrica has a ton of different designs, a ton of different images, a ton of different elements, a ton of different fonts. I mean, you name it, they have all kinds of stuff that you can use. I do pay the monthly fee. It's about $19 a month, but it's worth it because I can get access to all of these different elements for free. Some additional places I recommend you checking out is going to be Free Pick, and then also Creative Market as well. And then, shameless plug, I do have a small shop that I do where I have Amazon KDP covers, if you're planning to go that route, available, and then also some interiors as well for journals, and they can be used for notebooks. All right, so number 5 is going to be choose a platform that you want to sell your journals or notebooks on. Now, so number 1 is going to be an e-commerce platform like PayHip, Gumroad, and Etsy. Now with these kind of platforms, guys, what you will do is you would have to upload your products as a digital file. Now, number 2 is going to be in print-on-demand platforms or print-on-demand services. And this would include things, and I should have said this, like Amazon KDP, Selfie, and Lulu. So what happens with a print-on-demand service is they essentially do everything for you. If you're planning to use something like Amazon KDP, they're going to do all of the fulfillment for you. So meaning that you would still have to go in and upload your cover file and interior and all of that, set your pricing, but Amazon is going to fulfill everything, meaning that you don't have to worry about stacking journals in your house or anything like that to sell them. They're going to do everything for you, and you just take a royalty or the difference in what the printing cost is versus what you're selling it for. So that's pretty much how it works. And then lastly, you can definitely also sell your journals from a website if you have one. Okay, so number 6 is going to be adding your products to your desired platform and then pricing them accordingly. So I just mentioned for platforms like PayHip and Gumroad, you will need to upload your journals and your notebooks as zip files that people can go download and then print out, bind, whatever it is that they want to do, right? You're going to have to do it like that. But for print-on-demand services, again, like Amazon KDP, Lulu, and Selfie, basically you're just going to upload everything and they're going to do everything for you. And that's pretty much it. So all you need to do is set your price and boom, you're good to go. And then last but not least, at number 7 is to market and promote your products like crazy. Now I know that a lot of people get stumbled, and I need to do a video. I've been meaning to get around to doing a video on some ways that you can market and promote your products for free. But you definitely want to market and promote the heck out of your products because you want to let people know that they are there. So a couple of ways to do this on the free side of things, definitely social media marketing. I have a video that I put up a little while ago that I think people kind of enjoyed looking at, which was about TikTok. So I recommend checking that out to learn some things about TikTok marketing. You could also do email marketing. That means you're starting an email list, and then whenever you have a new product, you can send out an email notification to the folks on your email list to let them know that you have new products available. And then joint ventures. This is another big one. So this just essentially means, teaming up with someone that is in a niche that is, but something that's in a vertical that is kind of on the lines of what you're doing, but not necessarily what you're doing. So here's an example. If you're going to be doing Christian journals or doing journals for Christian women, right? What you can do is you can go to maybe a Christian mommy blogger and say, hey, I have this journal that I think would help your audience. Wanted to know if we could partner. I could, do something for you, and then you could promote this for me. Or if you have like an affiliate, you want to set up like an affiliate thing or an affiliate structure where you can give them a commission for selling to their audience, things like that. That's definitely a way that you can do that. And I think that's an excellent way to to get your products out there. On the paid side of things, you definitely have ads, which, Amazon ads, you have Facebook ads, you have Google ads, YouTube ads. all of that good stuff. And then lastly, something like influencer marketing. And this is where you would go to an influencer that has a huge audience of people that you know would benefit from the type of journals and notebooks that you sell, and say, hey, I'll be willing to pay you XYZ if you can shout out this journal and just tell people about it for me, etc., etc. And then you guys can kind of work out the negotiations and things between the two of you on what that would look like. So wrapping things up, these are definitely the steps that I would take, guys, or some steps that you can take. If I've missed out on anything, or if you felt like I've missed out on anything, just comment below about it. But yeah, this is just a quick little tip list of things you can do to start a notebook and a journal business. And just as another shameless plug for those of you who do struggle with design, designing covers and interiors, I do have some interiors and covers available over on the shop over at payhip.com/yourchicgeek, so you can go and check them out in case you're interested. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers, guys. Bye.